Hello! I've decided to do something a little bit different today. Instead of doing a speed draw, I was thinking I might do a bit of a tutorial or maybe a demonstration. This is going to be how to draw. I'm having a little bit of trouble with Photoshop, but how to draw the perfect circle freehand. Freehand. I'm going to do it without any special tools. Just, my own hands, my own stylus with no references. So I'm not going to be referring to a circle when looking at it. I'm going to be doing this all from my mind like a real artist. All from memory. All from my imagination freehand. So just to show you, we're not going to be using any of these. This is what we would call cheating. None of these. We are just going to draw a perfect circle, and I have been practicing, so let me just set the stage here. We're going to put a circle. We're going to be putting it right here. Alright. Ready? Gonna get ready. Okay. Let me just warm up a little bit. Get in the mind that we are going to do a circle. Okay, let me just warm up real quick, and here we go. Dang it. What I'm actually going to be doing for you today is my own little caricature, my little domino guy. But we're going to be doing him in a different style for the holiday. We're going to be giving him a bit of a clownish attitude, I suppose. He's got a little bit of a little masquerade mask there, in the style of Pierrot, the sad clown from Commedia dell'arte, and I gave him a whoopee cap because I went back and forth with a bunch of different clown hats, jester hats, court jester hats, and I ultimately decided I kind of like the Jughead hat, not from Riverdale, but from the original Archie, because I don't like the beanie, the knitted cap. I don't know. I'm either way. Mostly I just kind of did it the same, but I gave him a little mask and a little hat and put him in a silly clown pose because it's April Fools, and so I thought maybe I might do some holiday variations of my little caricature guy here. So that's what I am giving you today. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. I've done all the line art. You will probably notice that I did have my original caricature off to the left there for reference. I've drawn this character so many times that I don't really need a reference to draw him, but I wanted to put it there to make a point. I joked earlier about drawing a circle from memory with no reference, and a circle is a basic shape, but I think it's one of my biggest pet peeves when people look at artists and see when artists use references and say you can't draw that from memory, and then whenever people do show you a picture of something they have drawn, and they say I didn't use any references, usually you can tell because usually it's not as good. So that's a weird thing to be proud of. But, yeah, I don't want to rant about it too much. I did want to point that out there. So I did put my reference picture in there. I didn't use it a whole lot. I did use it to color sample because I wanted the shades of gray to be the same. I wanted them to be consistent every time I redo the character. And that's just a color reference. You'll see that in comic books all the time. But, otherwise, this is not a particularly complex little drawing. It's also not as long a video as most of the ones that I've put out. We're almost toward the end, and as you can see, it is a pretty spot-on replication of the costume. You know, I definitely didn't mess up the any parts of the costume. They're exactly the same. It's the same pants and shoes and shirt and jacket. The jacket is the same. 100% the same. So I will hear no arguments to the contrary. We're just putting on the highlights now. Getting pretty close to the end, and I will finish it up. After I get the shoes done, I will finish it up with a nice background, some nice fireworks effects that I do. There I put on nice lavender, which I will ultimately change to a darker blue, because I don't want anybody to tell me, I always do purple backgrounds all the time, just because I happen to like purple, and I'm just having fun with some shadows. I gave them some weird goofy shadows. I was really going for Ninja Turtles animated series kind of color scheme, and I liked it. So there's my April Fool's caricature, and oh, there it is. See, I caught it, everybody. Look at that. I caught the mistake, and I fixed it. All right. So thanks for tuning in. I hope this was informative for all your circle drawing needs in the future, and happy April Fools. Thanks.